Do you know how the devil is able to do his work? By making people ignorant, stupid, and selfish. Those three things. Ignorant, stupid, and selfish. And the more in control the devil is, the more ignorant, stupid, and selfish people become. As the devil starts to become channeled through them. And, as I sit here with my morning coffee, looking out the window at another cold, gloomy, rainy May day, I am in a bit of a gloomy frame of mind, but I was expecting this and I'm mentally ready. Mentally ready for what's to come. And I'm talking about the devil because I wanted to talk about the concept of evil and why seemingly so many people don't think evil exists in the world, which I find bizarre. I'll be honest with you, I find it bizarre to even be able to acknowledge. I've been saying for a while to people that, and I'm not talking about anything in particular here, that evil is at play in the world. I have to be careful what I say, otherwise I'll get censored again. But I've been saying I say to everybody at that, everybody, evil is at play in the world. And the reaction is nearly always the same. It's, no, it's not. No, it's not. Just a disregard, really, for the fact that evil is a concept that stalks the world, that actually can dominate the world and dominate society and dominate people's hearts, blacken people's hearts and darken their souls. So that's why I want to talk about it in this video. So three questions really for people. So first of all, for those who believe in God, whether they're religious or they believe in a higher power called God, whether they're following a scripture and a doctrine or just guided by a higher force that they call God or whoever, could be, there's many different types of gods that are worshipped, aren't there? As far as I'm concerned, they're all the same. But, so I'm not religious, but I do believe in a higher force and I believe in God. So for those who do, if there's a God, surely there must be a devil as well. So that would be my first question to anybody who goes to church, who is religious or who does pray to God. Surely you must acknowledge that there is a devil as well. Otherwise, would we need a God? Would there be a God if there wasn't a devil? So what I don't understand from this kind of religious standpoint is that if people wish to pray or to acknowledge or to connect with a higher force that is God, to answer questions for them, to help them against what? To answer what questions? To be the antidote against what? Well, it's evil and the devil, surely, isn't it? So why right now are so many people seemingly reluctant to acknowledge that evil is a thing? Well, let's talk from a historical context. Evil didn't just cease to exist with the fall of the Iron Curtain, with the end of the Soviet Union, with the end of communism in 1989, 1990. It didn't cease to exist at the end of the Second World War, when fascism in Europe was defeated. It's an ever-present threat. Have people become lulled so much into this false sense of security because times have been good for a number of decades, that they've become forgetful, ignorant, complacent, not on guard, that there are those in our world who wish to do us great harm. There always have been throughout the millennia of human existence, those who believe they know what's best for society and who want to dictate the terms of how society will operate by seizing power and grabbing onto that power and abusing that power. You go through, look back at history, look at every tyrannical regime, you can go all the way back and look at what is done in the name of the greater good. You know, heretics burned at the stake. The Crusades, people rounded up and killed for not subscribing to religious ideology. Innocent people thrown into ponds on suspicion of being witches and being a threat. The Holocaust, what was that all about? For the greater good, the world must be exterminated of Jews, expunged of Jews. The Russian Revolution and then the Red Terror, what was that all about? Exterminate the bourgeoisie to liberate the proletariat. Mao's Cultural Revolution. Evil thrives under the guise of the greater good. Evil thrives under the guise of needing to stay safe from a threat. Why can't enough people look at this through a historical perspective, through a historical lens? Number 3, surely people have seen evil in their own lives. Think, for example, this is the best example I can think of. Yes, the scale is nowhere near as much as those examples I've just been talking about. But the malevolence, the Machiavellianism, the psychological manipulation and the coercion and the bullying is the same. Think about at work. Think about at work. Think about all the years that you've been at work and the characters that you've encountered. And I think most people have got a story of at least one person that they've encountered who is that tyrannical psychopath. I have come face to face with that. And it's chilling. These people live amongst us. Evil is constantly stalking our world. Go deeper. Evil actually resides within all of us, which is something that people, another concept that people are very, very, very uncomfortable with. Of course, they don't want to acknowledge that. How else to explain the Red Terror, Mao's Cultural Revolution, the Holocaust, the burning of the heretics, the drowning of the witches, and I could go on and on and on and on and on. How is that? How did that happen? How did all of those atrocities occur? Well, they occurred with the compliance of thousands or millions of people to do the evil acts, to channel the devil through their hearts and souls, which had been darkened and corrupted. And as you know, I think society is in perilous times, in dangerous waters, and I honestly think it wouldn't be if people had a basic understanding of A, the dynamics of power, how power works, how it corrupts. B, history, and what history teaches us. And history, for those of us who are willing to learn from it and see the rhymes now in our own lives, history teaches us perspective. It teaches us lessons that we never seem to learn from. And see human nature and the capacity of human beings to be corrupted to such an extent that they will do the work of the devil and are doing the work of the devil and are having the devil channel through them. So for those, let's go back to the start. For those who believe in God, what is God? Isn't God good? The light, abundance, altruism, hope and optimism, selflessness, fearlessness and courage. Isn't that what God is? What's the devil? I feel I need to say no more on what the devil is, because I see it around me every day. The devil's in charge. But why? Why are people letting the devil be in charge? And even for those of you who don't believe in the battle between good and evil and are not, you know, you may be atheists, you don't believe in God at all. I hope that maybe some of what I've said, particularly maybe from the historical standpoint, has resonated with you. And please do share this video, because surely at some point, in order to solve a problem, people need to become cognizant of a problem. And millions of people can't see it, even though it's there right in front of them, black and white. So then it comes down to a sixth sense, to feel it, to allow themselves to feel it, to remember that there is a battle on this planet between those who want to create and those who want to destroy, and for them to remember which of those sides they want to choose to be on. To live life dictated to them, to live a life guided and governed by fear, or to live a life where they're moving towards the light, towards a life, towards freedom, towards truth. And in doing so, we put the devil back in his place and we live through God again. Okay, so that's my message today. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my Telegram channel. Just click on the link below to join. And please subscribe to The Imperfect Individual if you like my content. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.